for those of you who may be wondering, why is he in a super wide shot today? I don't know. I just put it away. Oh, you know why? Because my ice pack is laying there, and normally my other leg of my tripod would be sitting on it. You don't give a fuck about any of this. Why am I saying this? Alright, I was hoping I wasn't recording, but I am. So I'm going to leave it all in. So here I am. It's Christmas Day. Merry Christmas, everybody. I probably will not post this today because I'm on vacation. But I had to make this video because here I am sitting here and I'm wandering around my apartment like a mental patient, fucking, you know, after I took my shit, and I'm fucking screaming about this thought that I had. It's another aspect of the leftist mindset that I don't, like, I can't wrap my mind around. It's something I encounter a lot, and I can't wrap my mind around it. So maybe some of you out there have some thoughts as to what the fuck, and maybe some of you out there who have the ability to do this, maybe you'd like to break character for a second and explain, like, what it is you're doing. Like, is it a purposeful thing? Because I do this with people all the time. I fuck with people a lot. Like, at work, right? Everybody's like, you're coming to the Christmas party, right? I don't go to fucking... I worked at the same company for 13 years. I went to 10 years worth of Christmas parties. And you know what I found out? They're all the same. When I got the job at the next company, I went to the fucking summer thing, right? I went to that. It was a baseball game. So I was like, well, fuck, I'll go to any of the game. So I went to that, and that's when I realized, oh my god, all these they're all the same thing. It's just the same fucking thing. Everybody gets there, you know, everybody slowly filters in, and you just kind of wander around and talk, you know, whatever. Everybody kind of sits at their table. Everybody clicks off and talks to the same people that they talk to for 8 hours a day, 5 days a week, right? So everybody clicks off and talks to the same fucking people that they normally do. And then all the bosses, they have to make their speech and talk about how the fuck everything's going. And it's like, I don't care. Like, I work here. Are you telling me that we're closing the doors? Oh, we're still going to be working next year? I don't give a shit. Like, that's, you know. And then they give away prizes. There's always a prize giveaway whenever there's a work event. And then they give away prizes, and then it's everybody just mill around and fucking click off and talk to the same people you talk to all fucking day. I ain't going. And I always tell them, look, if there's anything you need to tell me, like the people that are really concerned about whether or not I'm going to the Christmas party, like right before the Christmas, because the way that my work does it now, we work half the day, and then the other half of the day we get off paid, but they would like you to come to the Christmas party, so they throw the Christmas party during that second half of work, right? Acknowledging that it's still work, I think, you know, right? So, fucking, I don't want to go. I just don't want to go. And like this place, from what I understand, it's a dry event, which for those of you who are not in the know means no liquor, right? So, no alcohol. I've never been, and never will go, to a fucking a company Christmas event without alcohol. I'm sorry. Like, and I don't even drink. Like, I don't have a problem with drinking. I just quit drinking because I don't really like drinking. Like, I don't like being hungover. And honestly, I don't like being drunk anymore. Like, it sucks. So, but I'd have to have at least a beer or two to get through a fucking company Christmas party. And, like, I guess they play games and shit. I'm like, I ain't going. No. Because they're gonna come up to me and be like, Andy, you're a funny guy at work. You'll put on a hula skirt and a coconut bra, and I'll be like, no. And they're going to be like, come on, it's for fun. And I'll be like, who's fun? I don't find that fun. And they're going to be like, oh, come on. I'm going to be like, no. And then it's going to turn into a thing. Right? Like, so fuck it. No, I'm not going. What do I have in my mouth? No, okay. So, yeah. So, how did I even start meandering down? I still actually remember. That's so sad. We're way off topic, by the way. so far off topic. If you're lost at this point, folks, get used to it. That's what I do. So, I don't go to those fucking company Christmas parties. But they beg me. You gotta go. No. Like, why don't you want to go? Because you exactly answered your own question. I don't want to go. To ask why is irrelevant. Why don't you want to go? Who cares? It doesn't matter. I don't want to. I can think of 5 million reasons, right? Half of them are probably going to offend you because you're asking me over and over again if I'm going to go. So half of them will probably offend you. The other half, I just don't care to share because it's like other things I would be willing to do other than that. Like, I've got a new PC that I could fuck around with. I've got a new hard drive, external hard drive that I could fuck around with. I have bills to pay. And I'd rather do that than go to the company Christmas party. You know what I mean? Like, and that would probably fall into the insult you category. And see, there's a gray area that I can't even tell. So, yeah, I'm just going to say because I don't want to. So I always got to come up with something fucking stupid. Like, and mind you, this is after like a month of being harassed about this fucking thing. So, I mentioned the girl at the front desk. And they said, well, she can't go because she's going to be out of town. And I said, I'm going to be with her. And they're like, you're not going to be with her. And they set a place, those of you who are local in my area, you'll know the place just by what I say. They set a place that's local roundabouts in Ohio. And I said, yeah, I'm going there with her. And they're like, why? And I'm like, because it's Finland. Why wouldn't I want to go to Finland? Which is just slightly mispronounced, but a totally different region of the world. I'm like, why wouldn't I want to go to Finland with her? She invited me to Finland. And they're like, no, she's going here. And I'm like, yeah, Finland. And they're like, no. And I'm like, well, that's where we're going. And then I left. And then I walked up to her and I said, hey, so here's, if anybody asks you, you invited me to go with you to Finland for Christmas. That's why I can't go to the Christmas party, because I'm going to be in Finland with you. And she's like, okay. And I'm like, thank you. And I just walked away, because she's an odd duck. I like her. I love her to death. She's a fun girl. But she's weird in little ways. And one of those ways is she'll just, okay. And sure as shit, they asked, and she's like, yeah, we're going to Finland. And she's like, you said you were going here. And she goes, yeah, that's where I'm going to be. I don't know what the hell he's talking about. Like, so, it was funny. Whatever, we all had a good laugh about it, and I didn't go to the Christmas party. So I'll fuck with people a lot. I like fucking with people. Just like that. And I gotta wonder, some of you lefties out there, we're one person, honestly, I'm at a point with one of you commenters. And this is another one of those times where if it's you, you'll know it. I am at a point with one of you commenters where I'm torn with you. I don't know if you are really, like, stick to the bit guy, like if you've come up with this character that you like to interact with me with, and like, this is your bit, and you're like super stick to the bit guy. I don't know. Because some of the things you say sound so sane and rational. And like there's a point where you get frustrated sometimes. And your last comment was one of those points of frustration. And you said something to the effect of Democrats are just amazing at losing. And I'm like, like, I don't know with this guy. I'm either at the point where I gotta go, look, man, we've been talking to each other for a long time, and I don't know anymore. Either you're fucking with me, and you gotta at least wink at me once. You know what I mean? You gotta at least wink at me once for me to continue to want to play the game, because if you're playing a game with me, that's all fine and well and good, until I get frustrated because I don't understand that we're playing a game, and then I just go, look, you're not even worth fucking talking to, and then I just shut you out. And then you're sitting there going, fuck. This isn't right, but you just let me in. Just, give me a little wink. right? Just something. Just to let me know that you're fucking with me a little bit, and we'll be cool. Or I just gotta go, look, man, you're just not getting it. Like, you're not getting the fact that what you are saying to me is insanity. And what I am saying to you is apparently also insanity. And we have to just kind of shake hands and go, until one of us gets sane, at least a little bit to the other, we just gotta kind of, stop wasting time on each other. Is kind of the way I feel about it. So, I don't know what this dude, but a lot of you people, I'm kind of like, you fucking with me? Mostly I think that about, like, the politicians. A lot of them I think are fucking with people. You know what I mean? Like, Chuck Schumer is now saying the exact opposite of what he used to say before, and that's what I kind of go, you know you're retarded. Like, you sold your intelligence so that you could keep your seat. That's sad. So, and they all do it. I'm not saying the Republicans are any better. They all do it from time to time. There are times where you can see Lindsey Graham doing some dumb shit. And don't fucking go, well, he used to hate Trump. Yeah, because he and Trump were in competition, and he hated fucking Trump. And he fucking despised Trump. And Trump didn't make it easy to like him. And over the course of 3 years, and Trump doing what he has done for this country, Lindsey Graham has learned to love Donald Trump. Because Lindsey Graham now sees, oh, this guy isn't just fucking around so that he can make a buck. He's trying to actually do some good. You know what I mean? Like, I would honestly say that the turnaround of the Republican Party and the fact that there are very, very, very few holdouts, and most of them were, like, personally, fucking in it with him. But even what, Ted Cruz is now, like, pretty cool with Donald Trump. And he was, what was he calling him? Like, I don't even remember what the fuck he was, but they fucking were way into it they didn't fucking like each other. And now he's like fucking super Trump guy. Right? Like, there's a point where you see, oh, he's not just being, okay, cool. Like, I don't know. Anyways. So, yeah, what am I getting at here? Right? I did actually have a grand purpose. The Democrats, just, they're killing me with this shit. It's like the desire to deny reality is so insane. It's really getting to me, the cheering. That clip that I played where they cheer, like the first article of impeachment passes, and she bangs the gavel, tries to control that smile on her face, which is just pitifully sad to watch. Bangs that gavel. People start to cheer. She shushes them. And it's like, what did you think was going to happen? Like, why are you cheering? You guys were in control. Like, is it really so much of a thing just to hear it? But then I was like, or do they not really know that doesn't mean that he's out? Because I've come to learn that there are a lot of people that don't understand that Donald Trump is still the president. That he has not been removed from office. The House voted for him to be impeached. Now that shit goes to the Senate, and then they do a trial as to whether or not to remove him from office. Right? So it's going to say that Donald Trump was impeached. All of it's going to be documented. History will be able to look through it. And hopefully at some point, history will go back to being normal and sane, and people will go, well, yeah, he was impeached, but who gives a fuck? Right? Like, they'll see everything else that's happening and go, that guy got impeached for that. Okay, record-breaking years that we haven't been able to hit again. And yeah. So, yeah, you know what I mean? Like, I'm fine where I sit in history. Honestly. And it amazes me to hear them say, let your conscience be your guide, and history is going to remember us for this. And I'm sitting here going, yeah! Those are important things that you should be listening to that are coming out of your mouth. Like, And it's like, is it a bit? That's what I want to know. Like, is everybody just playing a bit? Like, is it really a thing where, like, the people in politics are, like, I understand that everybody has to represent their district. If you're voted in for this district, you have to represent the wills of that district. Like that, you know, most likely you're going to be somebody who does represent at least some of the will of that district if you get voted in. But if you're one of those people like, well, I think Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez is really fucking like that. I don't know. It's just like, look at Nancy Pelosi, right? She's the one you can really see the conflict with. Because sometimes she supports everybody and sometimes she just doesn't. Nancy Pelosi is like, she has to represent her district. And her district has turned insane. So Nancy Pelosi hasn't turned insane. At least you think. And so now she's got to be sitting there going, fuck. They don't want me to say crazy shit. And they don't want me to do crazy dumb shit. And I got to try and manage this fucking insanity. And then she's got all these other people who are going, my district is also insane. And they want this to happen. And she's like, but it's going to fuck everything up. Like, there's no way we come out of this good. We're just going to have to tell them that we're right. Yeah, but we can't just honestly sit there and go, we're right. Like, how are we going to do that? Well, we'll just call everything a conspiracy theory. And we'll just ignore most of it. And just tell them that our facts are irrefuted. Nobody's going to be disputing our facts. And our facts are that all these people think what we want them to think. And what our constituency says they need to think. So that we can fucking, you know, get this guy out of here. Well, how are we going to find people that are going to fucking say this dumb shit? Look at fucking professors. They're all fucking crazy too. Like, I just wonder if that conversation is happening in offices all throughout the Democratic fucking wing. Are they all sitting around going, fuck me? They want us to, for what now? You know, like, is Swalwell really fucking insane like everybody that he has to represent? Or is he fucking got to go home every night and go, I can't fucking believe I said that shit? I don't know, dude. I don't know. But it's just like Oprah Winfrey at the Oscars talking shit about Trump and everybody going, she's so brave. Why? Like, there isn't a fucking more Trump-hating room in the fucking country on Oscar night than the fucking Oscars itself. So she could say whatever she wants to about the president, and it's going to go over great. Like, it's going to be, whatever it is, it's going to be hysterical no matter how funny it is. And everything's going to be cheered for. What's brave about that? And then I'm like, that must be those people that honestly think that Donald Trump could have her arrested and hung for treason. For talking shit about him. He can't. He can't do that. There's nothing brave about it. It's like, there's zero fucking brave about it. You know what I mean? Like, go to if Oprah Winfrey went to a skinhead rally and fucking talked a bunch of shit about Donald Trump, that'd be fucking brave. That'd be amazingly brave. That I'd go fucking brave. And if she got out of there alive, I'd go, and she's fucking skilled. Brave and skilled. Love Oprah Winfrey, right? They ain't fucking brave. But it's like they tell you these things over and over and over again. And they keep saying it in the same way. Nobody's above the law. Not even the president. And they all say it one after another. They all either begin with it, end with it. Nobody's above the law, not even the president. And it's like brainwashing. It just starts, nobody's above the law, not even the president. And it's not even subtle anymore. Like, yeah, The thing that we knew there was no fucking possible way it was gonna fail past! Woo! Man, fucking 20 minutes ago when we hit the amount of votes we needed to fucking have this thing pass, and they were still counting votes, man, I was like, oh, this is close. I mean, we've won, but this could go either way. You knew for quite a while that it passed. To have her fucking gavel it forward, it was... Why? Dude, clap when the Senate votes for it to pass. When the Senate votes for him to be removed from office, that's when you clap, because I gotta tell you, I don't see it happening. Like, you did your shit fucking your way in your house with your people, and you had enough to push through anything. You could have literally just Orange Man bad. Our first article of impeachment is Orange Man bad. And then everybody could just go Orange Man bad. And you could have a bunch of professors. Do you think Orange Man bad? Orange Man very bad. And then they'll go, oh, Orange Man bad. And all the Republicans will go, I don't fucking... All their heads will fucking explode. Like Jim Jordan would literally fucking be like, you know what? If this is what we've come to, and he just fucking shoot himself in the face. Like, they could have done that. They could have literally done that. And they could have passed it. They didn't need to convince anybody to pass it. Orange Man bad. Our first article of impeachment, Orange Man bad, had passed. And they could have had that as reality. Would they have clapped for that shit too? Like, honestly, that would be more clap-worthy. I can't believe we fucking actually... Wow! Like... I don't know, man. It's just so weird. Like, they just cheer and scream for themselves when it's a guaranteed win. Like, it's a guaranteed win, but we could fuck it up. And it just makes me think of that guy. The guy that I don't know if he's a troll or not. I don't know if he's stick-to-the-bit guy, or if he's really just that crazy. And he said, if anything, the Democrats are really good at losing, or something to that effect. And I'm like, is that why they cheer when it's a guaranteed win?